Hey everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going on to XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, we've got a CoinsKid crew, so please do follow me on Twitter and get involved in the Discord right here, because obviously when I'm not making videos, I do frequent posts on Twitter and the Discord. And there was a trend line that we noted the other day as we were attacking this level of resistance just there, and we began to retrace at this point. At that point as well, it looks as though we're starting to retrace to the ascending triangle breakout backtest, and that's exactly what's happened here for XRP. So we're riding the waves at the moment. XRP has not lost any structure or significant support for this big leg up that I've been anticipating for a very long time here for XRP. So we're doing okay. In the minute, obviously, the data starts to suggest otherwise, I'll immediately alert you. But at the moment, everything's okay for me for XRP, although we've had a small retracement. Now, we did ride a lovely little long up the other day, didn't we? You're looking at a lovely little 5-wave up, a 3-wave counter, and right that, boom, we've rode a lovely little long up right there. It was a lovely little opportunity. I think XRP tapped out around about the 70 cents mark, and then from that point, it started to retrace back into the ascending triangle. So it's all about holding the structure of this low from which we've come, and the ribbon on the daily time frame, and the weekly 20 MA. I'm going to go through that with you in a moment. But if we can hold this support and we find any sort of 5-wave counter trade that I'm looking at the moment for XRP, we should experience another leg up here in this market for XRP. Okay, if I'm correct on my analysis that so far this year we've absolutely nailed as a community. Okay, so let's dive into the XRP chart and see what we can see. Okay, so looking at CBBI currently sitting at 60. Before I do dive into the XRP chart with you, so last year we take a look at this opportunity down here, and I did relay this to you. This is one of the confluencing factors in this particular indicator, and I kept showing you the whole way down that we've gone dark green here, we've got the bottom down here at 2 where we usually react positively. Look at that, and then boom, we have and I did say to you, this is one of the confluencing factors why I did think from 2022 into 2023 we will see a massive move here in the crypto markets, and we have done exactly that, especially for Bitcoin and obviously XRP as well. So we're doing well. Okay, and at the minute we're sort of holding that structure and support for the continuation of this beautiful impulsive moves up the stairs right now. But obviously if we break down below that key structure and support, for me it starts to sort of squeaky bum time and invalidate the continuation of the impulsive moves up here. But at the minute I'm going to show you we are roughly 6.8% above the bull market support band for XRP right there. Okay, so we're doing okay. Now this particular chart, this index, look at that, it's absolutely going vertical, isn't it? So again, is this a case we're in a bigger cycle, whatever, dips are for buying, not necessarily declining? Is it a case that we've gone from the bottom to the top, we've gone from the bottom to the top, and right now we should just respect that this is gone potentially coming from the bottom, and it's going to get all the way to the top. Whatever it does, it's going to get to the top somehow. Okay, and at that point we will think about selling once we get up to this level here in this index, and equally within that price action just there we get dark red. Look at that, and that's an area in which we should just respect the data and say, okay, let's get out. And I can guarantee that at the time when I'm looking at this, just like guarantee we look at the comments in the videos way back then, people saying no way, you don't know what you're talking about, XRP is going to 10 cents and things like that, and Bitcoin's going to 3k and things like that. But I was just relaying the data, and I know all the trolls and the macro reply guys at that point were saying no way, but I was just relaying the data to you, and this is what we've got from that. Okay, so again, I can imagine at the top here in the future when we're doing this and we're going dark red and we're up here in the sky and everyone, I'm relaying the data, the data suggesting this is a really good area to jump ship and exit XRP, that people will be saying no way, you don't know what you're talking about. But again, it's just data, not emotion. So at the minute, in theory, if we're going from the bottom to the top, then we should just respect we're going to do exactly the same as we've done in these previous cycles. So we should not even be thinking about exiting our position in XRP until this particular indicator tells us to do so. Really a simple data, not emotional analysis right there. Okay, so let's dive into the XRP chart, see what we can see. So looking at XRP on the daily time frame, I think we might have a compression pattern here, and this is something I did speak about many moons ago. Okay, so I do look at the potential scenarios going forward and try and predict. For example, here when we've got this big, massive, horrible ABC zigzag way back there in the summer after peaking in July, which absolutely met the 1618 like an absolute boss. We double tapped that 1618 before the big ABC as well. Beautiful that was. Absolutely amazing move for the CoinsKid crew. And I'll remind those of you I was looking at all year, because what we was looking at from that bottom to the previous pivot high, so this is your pivot high, okay, and then you dropped, like I said, at this point we've got 1 2 3 4 5, this was correction, and once we come up and take out that 1 fib, we're looking at least a 1618. We came up, double tapped it, and then we had the big ABC zigzag. Now it's at this point, I remember way back when everyone's getting super bearish, okay, and we start to come back up here like this, I said to you, I think that XRP is going to go from left to right in a compression pattern, okay, and it did exactly that, big tick. So far so good. When I say we're riding the waves like an absolute boss, we are absolutely riding the waves waves like an absolute boss. Since this point here, when we come up with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the drawdown, we've been absolutely crushing this market. Okay, so I think, you know, long may it continue. At the moment, I don't see any reason to get bearish. People think I'm some kind of permeable, but what I'm looking at is exactly what's happening right now. I said to you, once we break this ascending triangle here, we should come up, hit this resistance, and then create a consolidation pattern from left to right again, some kind of massive horizontal or ascending triangle, whatever, a continuation pattern. And that's exactly what we're getting right now. If you take a look, we've got this descending level support. I try and get descending level resistance. I do apologize. Look at that. So you got your resistance, and what we've got beneath, we've got ascending level support. So until we start to break down below this, this is the horizontal. You've come up, you're going from left to right, you're getting compressed again. So in theory, we're going from left to right in a compression pattern of a bullish impulse, and we should in theory break, just like we did way back when in 2021, I think it was, wasn't it, when we do exactly what we've done before. So again, we've been looking at this as a cheat sheet, that at this point here, this ascending triangle way back when, 2020 in December, we consolidated, compressed, broke out, back test, hold all the support, never lost it. And what we did at this point, this is where I started making videos for the CoinsKid crew, we created a massive compression pattern, you know, from left to right, horizontal, just like that, just like what we're doing right now. Okay, a little bit messy, I do apologize, but if we do start to come up and we take out this resistance, this is your last leg, just like this was this last leg before the monster ABC zigzag. This is what I'm anticipating right now for XRP, a break before an ABC zigzag, coming back down to this ascending level support before the true breakout, possibly sometime next year. Okay, so nothing's changed for me. I think XRP is looking okay. It's all about this ascending level support. I'm going to zoom in. I do apologize about the state of that drawing right there, but it's all about that support right now. We are doing everything we've done before. You know, at the moment, I know it's looking pretty nasty. We broke down that big correction just there. What's that down at the moment on the daily? 6.5%. But this is what happens if we go back here. I remember this was massive. That was a huge crash, 15.9%. I remember everyone getting really bearish, but I remember at that time making a video saying put some bids on a 20-week EMA. Look at that, bounced like an absolute boss. So even again here, we've not quite tested this 20 EMA. So if we do break down here, you know, you could say, okay, put some bids on a 20-week EMA, and it's still a higher low than that low just there. Do you see that? And that's the structure of this support right now, that if we are in this horizontal, we're going doing something like this, this is your key support. You know, you're creating this ascending level support where you've got this descending level resistance, huge compression pattern. You've come up into it, left to right, compress, see you later. So again, you know, I can't get too bearish and start, you know, until the data starts to suggest otherwise. I'm remaining cautiously bullish here on XRP, and I'm trying to ride the waves with you. So if you are in XRP at the moment, the invalidation of this horizontal for me is simple. It's this low here. So if you are in any positions, that's where your stop would be right now to invalidate this, you know, macro, basically a horizontal symmetrical triangle before continuation. Okay, so I wish everyone the most luck, but so far so good. If we come up and we're doing something like this, getting compressed before continuation, this is what we could be looking at for XRP, and that would be the leading sort of final leg right there to the 131 target that I've given you. Equally, if we take a look here on the daily, you know, I'm not a perm, whatever, we do have a potential cup and handle pattern there, and I've gone through this with you that right now this is the handle, just there, this has been the handle, and you're already breaking out, back to see you later, and you're compressing for continuation. This is your cup, this is your handle, you're breaking out, and this is what you're looking at further down the line for XRP. But obviously we need to see Bitcoin holding that structure and support going forward. So I think possibly with the clue of the DXY as well, and you know, the structure we're creating in many charts, not just Bitcoin and XRP, we could be looking at a final leg here in this crypto market. And after that, I would most definitely be looking to lock in some profits, and I'll try and find you the buyback zone. Okay, and we'll continue to ride these waves like an absolute boss. The invalidation of this short-term analysis that XRP is looking for this horizontal, this is your stop right now, 05747. If we break down below that, turn it into resistance, that's a bearish statement in my opinion from XRP. Okay, wish everyone the most luck. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Back soon with another update on XRP. Bye bye.